Hey Rebecca, your question is for me to spill the shit about secret stuff that went on, so I will. Um, so me and you didn't talk a whole ton during this game, which kind of makes me sad, but there was a lot of behind the scenes things that I did that led up to big deals. Um, and a lot of the things behind the scenes were super, super unexpected, I think. I'll list them and then I'll go through them really quick. So getting people to turn against Leah and Owen. Leah and Owen, I tried to portray as kings and queen, the king and queen of this game, pretty much. They were huge targets. They would have been targets down the line. They were inseparable. I didn't 100% know where Leah stood with me or Owen, who she was closer to. It ended up being me, and I didn't find that out until it was kind of too late. But um, week the week that Adam was HOH, so week 5, I think it was. Yeah, week 5, when it was duos week. I tried, or not duos week, double eviction. I tried really hard for Adam to put up Leah because if she was out of the game, people would stop kind of looking at me and her as a pair, and I could have taken Owen under my wing. Um, Either way, I knew that one of them needed to go home soon. It didn't matter who it was because either of them would have looked to other people as a partner for me. So coming into this game as Dan was rough because I knew a lot of people in the game, and I was afraid that people would start thinking that I was into predetermined alliances. So that was one. Cutting a deal with Josh before his eviction was kind of huge. Um, well, I tried. It was almost huge. You and Cole almost went home that week. I tried really hard to get people to keep Josh by telling them that he would go after Owen, which was true, and Josh tried very hard himself also to get himself safe. Um, I wish Josh had stayed only because it would have made my end game a lot easier because I wouldn't have had to make that deal with Owen. But um, that was a big secret thing behind the scenes, and it got me in a lot of hot water because um, when I was asking Roy whether he would keep Josh or not to get rid of Owen, I used the thing that Owen's coming after you, and I didn't realize that Roy and Owen were so close, and he asked about it, and it was made to look like I was after Roy, which wasn't really the truth. That's what I was telling Leah pretty much. Um, so I had to talk my way out of that, and that was also kind of a behind the scenes thing that people didn't know is that I could have easily gone home earlier because it wasn't a mistake, but I did not realize that Roy and Owen were as close as they were. Keeping two final four deals secret, and then promptly evicting one. Week 7, I made 2 final four deals, and I know I've said this in 800 million other answers, but it was Kyle, myself, Mikey, and Eli, and then Kyle, myself, Roy, and Austin. The reason I aligned with Austin was mainly because he was seen as a social player in this house. He was friends with everybody. He wasn't a target. It would be good for me if he won because he'd keep me safe. And also Leah trusted him. But I also thought about it and thought, well, he's playing both sides of the house, obviously, because he's been on nobody's radar. Like, no one's talking about him. He's going to be a threat down the line. So that's why I evicted him. I was also worried he was going to expose our alliance. So that was kind of a secret thing that I did too. Playing both sides to keep myself safe. Basically, every week I got kind of lucky in this game because every week the person who won HOH I was pretty much aligned with. So from Owen week 1, I was with KLOL, Grace week 2, Pretty Gang, Roy week 3, he loved Lexi apparently. Owen week 4 was still KLOL, which was Christina, Leah, Owen, and I. And then Adam, we had immunity that week, thank God, because I wasn't really aligned with him until later in the game. Week 6, Roy. That's when Roy trusted me the most, I think, because I was able to convince him that Leah and Owen were a big problem in this game. Kyle obviously was my partner in crime. I won week 8, Owen won week 9, I won week 10, Owen won week 11, and I won final HOH. So I was always aligned with the HOH, and I always talked to people to keep myself safe. I was never nominated until Final Four, and I totally understand why I was nominated in Final Four. Like, I really needed to fight to win that veto, and I did. So those are a few of the things that I did behind the scenes. I know a lot of my moves may have been out in the open, but like a lot of the deals that I cut, including the deal that I cut with Owen, was very secretive, and nobody was expecting it until I already struck. So I think that I played a very good obvious game at times, and I think I played a very good secretive game at times, and I think they really balance each other out. Rebekah, I want you to remember, who played this game before you vote. Um, I really tried. I really put my heart into this game, and I respect everyone who played. Thanks, Rebekah.